Our first word is absurd. Absurd. If something is absurd, you think it's silly or ridiculous. So we have all these little doggies dressed up real silly and ridiculous right here. They look absolutely absurd. My dogs looked absurd dressed in clothes and glasses. They look absolutely absurd. You might say if someone's acting like ridiculous or like super silly, oh, they're just being so absurd. Taunt. Taunt. Look at the look on his face. And what are they playing? They're playing, what's the name of that game? Oh my goodness. It's not air hockey, Miss Rice. It is foosball. They're playing foosball. And he looks like he's really like poking fun at her and like, haha, bet you can't beat me, right? They're having a good time. So if you taunt someone, hold on. A taunt is something someone says to anger or upset someone else. Now, it's not always to anger or upset them. It might try to like get them riled up in some way. You know, sometimes it can be all in good fun. Like if you're playing foosball and you're taunting someone, it's supposed to be funny, and like make it more like, yeah, there's some serious competition going. I'm going to taunt you, you know. But taunting could also be negative as well. You might really be trying to make someone angry or upset. So our sentence says, during a competition, opponents may yell a taunt at each other. There's certainly a way to taunt that isn't like bad. That definition makes it sound like it's always bad. Sometimes it is. It just depends. Forfeit. Forfeit. They look really sad. And they also look like they've been playing a game, like a soccer game, because I see a soccer ball and I see them in their uniforms, and this looks like the coach here, and they look sad. If you forfeit something, you lose it because you have broken a rule. So sometimes you might have to forfeit because you don't have enough players. The rules say that there has to be so many players in order to win. Or, you know, maybe there were too many fouls. Or, you know, we had to forfeit the game because we did not have enough players. So that's why these kiddos had to forfeit. And the other team gets an automatic win. It's kind of a sad way of winning and a sad way of losing. Forfeit. Despised. Despised. Now, this kid's having to do some tough chores. They're having to snow shovel the sidewalk here. And I'm sure that they're not so happy about that. If you despised something, you felt a strong dislike for it. So she's really despising this chore she's doing. Our sentence reads, Michael despised cold weather and shoveling snow. Despised. He really did not like it. He felt strongly that he didn't like the cold weather or shoveling snow. Ooh. Ferocious. Ferocious. That cat looks so ferocious. Something that is ferocious is very fierce, mean, and violent. Ferocious. The ferocious animal bared his teeth from the top of the rock. That cat looks so ferocious. Oh, I like it. I really like that picture. They're so pretty. Beautiful creatures. Elaborately. Elaborately. Look at this building. Look at how detailed it is. There's so many little details and cuts and designs in it. It's very elaborately made. if something is elaborately dressed or decorated, it has many complex artistic details. Many complex artistic details. The palace was elaborately built and decorated with gold. Elaborate really means like a lot of detail. That's beautiful. And our last word for today is coveted. Coveted. A synonym for coveted is envied or like jealous. If you coveted something, that means you wanted it very much. Miguel had coveted a pet for so long, and now he has one. Envious and jealous kind of have connotations that like someone else has something that you want. And if you covet something, oftentimes it's when you're looking at something that someone else has that you want. That's generally the connotation that's denoted to it. But it could just mean something that you wanted a lot. But yeah, it kind of has that same connotation as envy or jealousy. We have the word absurd, absolutely ridiculous. Forfeit, to win, or sorry, not to win. Forfeit's when you lose. You don't want to forfeit. Forfeit is when you lose because you've broken some of the rules. And one of those rules might be you don't have enough players. Taunt, a synonym for taunt is jest. You might like sneer and jeer at someone that you're playing a game with to try to, rile them up. Despised, you strongly dislike something. Ferocious, it's very fierce and dangerous. Elaborately, something created with a lot of artistic details. And coveted, to want something very much.